welcome back. I'm Mr. Parker. Welcome to the neighborhood. And like I said last time, we're about to continue part 2, CMSU Adventures. And this is today's guest, my ex-roommate, Stacy Brown of Kansas City, and Sean Fields of St. Louis. And we're talking right now. We're going to pick up in our conversation about making the adjustments of going to a predominantly white campus where there's not too many of us there, and some of the things that a black student has to adjust to at a all-white campus. Here we go. Mr. Brown, tell us a little bit about that.
And how you interact. So for that part, we all kind of knew where we were, and so we all knew. We really need to call it what it is at a given point. From a cultural standpoint, we all are taught and understand the need to code switch, and we have to do it. And so if you have that anywhere in you, if you have that innate ability to change what you're doing for the circumstance that you're in, typically you're gonna be all right. Now, we had some that didn't know how to do that. We saw them for a while, and then they
matriculate. It's called matriculation.
Yeah, it's like, hey. But for the most part, yeah. You knew where you were because the people that was working at the university weren't the same people living in the city.
Mm. Yeah, right.
And so that was typically your key difference. Because if we honest about it, Bo and them rolling down in the pickup truck, you wasn't seeing them in class.
No.
They was kind of mad that y'all was there. But it's like, I know you're mad, but I'm not gonna see you no way, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, that's kind of. So you really didn't sweat it too much. Not to mention, there was enough individuals, that you was typically with or around to where, you had a relative feeling of security. Because, like you said, yeah, the rolling racial slur ain't a problem because you still rolling. yeah. Because if you get out and you get real strong with it, things get different. And so, that's kind of where that ended up. So
like you said, so again, when you heard or saw the young person of non-color happen to be crying and screaming because there was more than 20 of us in a section at a time, we knew something had happened. They either said the wrong thing or got scared.
Yes, and most of the time it was the second one. They got a little antsy. It's like, I know what they say, but we weren't paying attention to you like that.
Right.
Hey, we call it what it is. We in the financial aid bill just trying to get through this line. It ain't even,
ain't nobody thinking about you.
Yeah, and nobody's talking to you. So it was always a weird emotional thing on the other side of it, and we were just like, what's happening right now? And so it's emotions and misinterpretations. But as we know as of late, emotions and misinterpretations get you shot.
Yeah, speaking on that note, so during our time from school to now, I know that the world has changed a mighty way. When we left Central, we was leaving on the fact of, Cecil Parker has caused them to burn down the donut shop. The ex-president of ABC. What the who? Over Rodney King.
Hey,
what the hell was that?
Hey man, the Rodney King thing was like what? I remember that. I was like, what you talking about?
I'm like, okay.
Oh, they're rioting. I'm like, what 4 people are these?
Right.
And I was like, everybody? Because I came out of the library and I was like, that's the riot crowd? Oh, well, okay.
And we burned up the donut shop? Really?
Man, we love the donut shop. You serious right now?
That was the whole killing.
Burn up the donut shop. Ain't nobody burn up the donut shop? Yeah, burn up so we don't want to deal with. Like, they burned up the computer lab. No, that's feasible. But the donut shop?
Yeah,
donut shop?
The owner burned up the donut shop.
Out of there, bro.
Right.
But talking about.
But we were around in some things that happened that it was just amazing then as it is now to see how people come up with these ideas and these thoughts about how it's our fault on stuff that we ain't got no touch on. I mean,
convenience.
It's just
Selective convenience.
it's always it's easy to decide it's somebody's fault. And typically, if you're gonna pick a person, go, whose fault is it? Yeah, it's easy to pick that one. That person over there. Everybody's so used to picking on them. I'll pick on them too. Let's see how far it goes. So that's what ends up happening.
I didn't believe they did it.
Right.
Yeah, that right there. All right. It's like, all right.
But all right, man. So again, we go back to that family piece. That really was a keeper, man. That helped, like I say, me stay focused and get up out of there. And I think y'all, as far as how when it came rough, we knew to go to each other, and it was like, all right, look here. And then like I say, having a Spanky, a CJ, a Rusty, somebody like that, to where you can say, hey man, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here too. No, you got to stay and finish up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the other thing is we even have to reevaluate the definition of rough for us versus what it may be now.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we had rough, but our rough wasn't with a capital R. It was like
no.
It was like,
but that's every generation.
Right.
Our parents went through. We couldn't dare go through. That civil rights era was not for me. I wouldn't have participated well in that.
Right.
You down in the Blue Mire spraying deadly chemicals on folks, all that other stuff.
Right.
That's nothing I could have dealt with. So now what we had to deal with, as far as that's rough. Then now you go look at what this society's got to deal with. Sometimes having too much is a bad thing.
Yeah.
So all the technology and everything else, what I was expressing as a teenager, when somebody didn't like you, it was at your school, and that was the end of it. It was that cat over there just don't like you, and that was it.
Right.
And
But now
his crew. Now a million people you ain't never met is bullying
really don't like you
and telling you that you ain't no good and kill yourself. So it's like, how did I become so
and you don't feel like
popular?
putting the phone down. You still looking at it. Like,
Right.
So it's like,
hating on me today.
You're so
back when
connected to
we
the
were coming up,
device.
you couldn't tell that it was a bad day until you actually ran into somebody that made it a bad day for you.
Right.
These kids today, they pick up their phone and it's a bad day already. Just like, damn, look who's talking stuff about me already.
So first of all, the other thing that we had kind of because we didn't have those devices were, and I still say it to this day, hey, you can't punk me by remote. You got to be up up in here.
No.
I sent a message. That don't do nothing. You can't. I'm gonna punk you with this text. What?
No.
You can't punk me with a device I can simply turn off.
Right.
It's not gonna work. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? So it's just a different mindset and connecting us to that device, because now there are a lot of people that view that as the embodiment of their social network in their world, and so it has more credibility, and I think it does for us even now, because right now, if need be, I can put the phone down and not see it for 3 or 4 days, and I'm just fine.
Oh yeah.
Ask how many people can actually put their phone down on the dresser and spend the day without it. Well, what you talking about? What?
Yeah, I've been doing that over this staycation. Man, ain't nothing like it.
Dude, there's nothing like
at that point, this is like Lent. I didn't need that no way.
Dude. Hey, listen, man. Sometimes we forget that there's a certain freedom in being unavailable, right? So, I can't think if my pocket vibrating. Mm-hmm. I can't do this if the phone ring. I got text notifications. I got email. Sometimes. You remember, you used to get in the car, and everybody was like, well, he on the way so-and-so. Oh, okay. Ain't no discussing it until I get there and I'm near a phone. That's all it is. Like, we had pages, the pager would give me the number to call back when I got to a phone.
When I was able.
Yeah, so, there wasn't now people get mad if you don't answer their text fast enough.
Right.
I sent you that text an hour ago. Excuse me for having a life. I'm not sure what you're doing.
Right.
But, hey, man, I got other stuff to do. So,
Force responses.
We got a microwave mindset. We got a microwave mindset. We look for quick turnarounds, quick answers, and so that's why we all COVID up because at a given point we supposed to slow down.
Yeah.
So slow down. Put your mind around
one way or
some
another.
things.
You're gonna have to slow down.
You have to slow down. So we'll see how it goes.
Right. Well, again, I want to thank you, brothers, for coming and hanging out with me today in the neighborhood. We got Stacey Brown, Sean Fields, CMSU's own Jekyll and Hyde.
There you go.
Jekyll.
Yeah, so I'm Jekyll. Hyde's what happens in sessions.
Oh. See? Yeah. Man, love you, brothers, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, most definitely love you, man.
We shall holler.
All right, right on, man.
All right, once again, I want to thank my brothers Stacey Brown and Sean Fields from Alpha Phi Alpha, CMSU. We came in as individuals, became friends, and now we're family. And during that time, like I said, we overcame a lot of stuff together. And talking about the future, they have a lot to deal with because everything is exposed. Like Sean said, I mean, back when we were there, if somebody disliked me or had an issue with me, okay, they had an issue with me, and I knew who it was. With this internet piece, man, these kids wake up, 5,000 people dislike them because of one thing they might have said. But once again, when you know who you are and whose you are, you can do a whole lot of things because can't nobody stop your show because it's your show. When something is meant for you to do, that's meant for you. Now, the murdering of the young man, there's no need to start fretting and going crazy and all that. It's a time for you to settle down, get your mind right, and start protecting yourself. Now, I mean, really, it's coming more and more to what Malcolm said, by any means necessary. And that meant having peace, having respect, and letting your voice be heard. Now, I'm just saying, we've come a long way. We're highly educated. So we need to teach our children how to respond and how to express their voice in hopes that we don't have to be at someone's funeral because whether you realize it or not, there still is a double standard. And really, in life, there are three truths. There's your truth, the other person's truth, and the real truth. And the real truth will show up every time. I guess my grandmother used to tell me, you think you got away with it right now, but when it wash out, it gonna come out. So what you enjoy for a minute, you gonna feel it forever. Man, Central Missouri State. Like I said, there's gonna be some more stories coming through, some more people coming through, and there's some people who you didn't know went to Central, cause I didn't know until recently. But like I said, I want to thank everybody for coming on. I mean, we've had Stacey Brown, Sean Field, we had Icy Jones, Mark Clark, Christopher Cannon. I'm trying to pull Sterling K. Brown. I think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to pull it. But if I don't, there's still a lot more people in my neighborhood that I want you to meet. Opera singers, actors, writers. Oh yeah, I'm coming with it. Till next time, remember, live a life you love, and you'll love the life you live. All right, be blessed.